Welcome back to Only Talk Sports. We talk sports every single day, or at least we try to. I'm Ernst Jeffrey. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. With Jordan Travis off to the NFL and off that horrible injury that he suffered that made Florida State end their season in such a horrible way, getting blown out to the Georgia Bulldogs, the Florida State Seminoles, they needed another quarterback to replace him, and they got their guy on New Year's Day. Hope everybody's having a happy New Year's. But Florida State fans, they are having a happy New Year's with this news because DJ Uiagalelei, the former Clemson and Oregon State quarterback, has decided to transfer to Florida State. Like I said, Florida State needed a quarterback because Jordan Travis is gone. He had a fantastic career. Look at the stats that Jordan Travis put up. 66 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, and 31 rushing touchdowns throughout his entire college career. And most of that was at Florida State because he did not get to play much at Louisville. Then he transferred to Florida State, finally surpassed McKenzie Milton for the job, and then had a great redshirt junior and redshirt senior season that helped propel him into the national forefront in college football, and is probably going to help him be an NFL quarterback as well if he can get healthy off of that injury. Had a great career. And DJ Uiagalelei, he's not that far off in the stats. He has 57 passing touchdowns, 24 interceptions, and 21 rushing touchdowns of his own. And Jordan Travis is a much smaller quarterback. He was only 6'1", 212 pounds, and he had great running ability. DJ Uiagalelei, he's 6'4", 250 pounds. He's a much bigger quarterback, but he still has the ability to run the football. You can see that he did run much more at Clemson than he did at Oregon State because Oregon State was trying to protect him and have it where he would not get injured. And plus, Oregon State had a really good running back in Damian Martinez, so they didn't really have to have DJ Uiagalelei necessarily run the football as much. But his stats were solid. I think DJ made a lot of fans happy at Oregon State for his performance this season. A lot of people were wondering if he was going to have success at Oregon State, if he would even start, but he's been able to resurrect his career at the Beavers under Jonathan Smith. Now that Jonathan Smith's gone and Oregon State is probably going to fall apart now that the Pac-12 is disintegrating, Oregon State is going to be playing a lot of Mountain West schools. It's very tough for the Beavers. DJ wanted out. He wants to go back to the top of college football. Florida State in the ACC is a brand. They're one of the bigger programs in college football. They compete with Clemson at the top of the ACC. And ironically, he's going to be going against Clemson. Florida State and Clemson are big rivals in the ACC. But this is a great move for Florida State because both of these quarterbacks are similar, even though DJ is much bigger. They both can run the football. They both have big arms. And DJ is an experienced guy. You're not getting a quarterback that does not have a lot of college experience. He's on the older side. This will now be his 5th season of college football and his 4th where he's going to be playing a lot of football because in his first season, DJ did come in for Trevor Lawrence a little bit in those 2 games and had some success. But the last 3 years, he's played a lot of football and he's got better over his college career at taking care of the football. Did a good job of not being too turnover prone with Oregon State this past season. That's going to bode well for Florida State. And Tate Rodemaker, another underrated aspect for Florida State, he's in the portal as well. And Brock Glenn, the 3rd string quarterback, I have a hard time foreseeing him having any chance of getting the starting job over DJ Uiagalelei. So this is a perfect pairing. Florida State needed a quarterback. DJ Uiagalelei wanted to go back to the top of college football and play at a big brand and try to prove to the college football world and the NFL world that he is a good quarterback and that he can be a professional quarterback at the next level if he continues to show improvement. And Mike Norvell is a guy that can develop quarterbacks. You saw what he did with Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis got a lot better when he was at Florida State over the years. And I think that he can help develop DJ Uiagalelei as well. And this is what I wrote on Twitter. Florida State just got great news on New Year's Day. DJ will now be the starting quarterback for the Seminoles next season. I don't really see any possible way DJ doesn't end up being the starting quarterback unless, unfortunately, he gets hurt in the preseason, which hopefully will not happen because he's not going to get surpassed by another quarterback. It'll be tough for DJ to play as well as Jordan Travis did this season, but FSU could still have tons of success in the ACC next season with DJ at QB. And that's a big thing because the only problem that this holds for DJ Uiagalelei is that a lot of people are going to be comparing him to Jordan Travis. And if he doesn't play as well as Jordan Travis did and be able to lead Florida State to a fantastic season, going like 12-0 or 11-1, then a lot of people are going to say DJ was a disappointment. If he leads Florida State to a 9-3 record, that's not going to be good enough in the eyes of many Florida State and college football fans. So he does have some pressure on him to be just as good as Jordan Travis, but I don't think he has to be for it to be a successful move for DJ. If he can just not turn the ball over too much, continue to show improvement, not get injured, but still be able to impact the game with his legs somewhat, I think he will be able to improve his draft stock. And I do think if he does at least go 9-3 or 10-2, most Florida State fans will be fairly satisfied with DJ Uiagalelei. But he is following a fantastic quarterback in Jordan Travis. Now, this is what some of the comments are. You got good for Norvell, DJ Cooks in that offense. I agree. I think it is a great move because DJ fits the style of offense that Mike Norvell likes to run, similar to how Jordan Travis did. Now, the person I'm going to love next year's Florida State-Clemson matchup, that's from Jackson Johnson, and I completely agree. Florida State and Clemson are big rivals, and now you're going to have the added aspect of DJ Uiagalelei formerly playing at Clemson, now at Florida State. You know they always are going to hype up matchups like that, and it's going to be a big matchup next year. Another person said, wow. Another person said, I hope Florida State keeps finding success. Good for college football. Hope he tears it up. I think he will. And Florida State's a brand. People like seeing them good. And Mike Norvell, he's out to prove that he's not just going to be a one-hit wonder having success with Jordan Travis. He wants to be able to do it with another quarterback. I think that DJU is a good fit. This kid would have been a good fit at USC too. Miller Moss didn't go crazy in the bowl game. Yeah, it's tough for Will Howard as well. Miller Moss went crazy. USC missing out on DJ, but good for Florida State. Another person not as optimistic, laughing out loud, they're really TCU 2.0. Enjoy 7-5 next year. I don't agree with that. I don't think Florida State's going to fall apart like TCU did, but you never know. Another one said, dude's racking up frequent flyer miles. That's true because he's been all over the country. Another person said, we knew this was coming. This is a great get for Mike Norvell. QB1 in the books for Florida State. So the general consensus is that this is a good move for Florida State. DJ Uiagalelei, I agree. Some people thought DJ was going to go to the NFL. I think he made the right decision to stay in college football. He needs more polishing. Mike Norvell's a great quarterbacks coach, and he's getting a quarterback that might not be as good as Jordan Travis, but he could end up being very close to as good as Jordan Travis if he can continue to improve. DJ has a lot of character traits of an NFL quarterback. He's got the mobility. He's got the size, and if he can just cut down on the interceptions like he did at Oregon State this past year, maybe improve on that touchdown number from 21 to maybe 25, 26 touchdowns, 5 or 6 picks, it will be a successful season for Florida State next year. I'm sure that Mike Norvell is going to work hard in the transfer portal to be able to replace the talent that they are losing to the NFL draft. And if Florida State can go around 9-3, 10-2, and DJ can put up the numbers that I just stated, then I think this is a great move for DJ Uiagalelei and for Florida State. They desperately needed a quarterback, and they got their New Year's Day wish with the announcement that DJ is transferring to Florida State. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about DJ Uiagalelei announcement that he's transferring to Florida State, whether you think it's a good move or a bad move, and whether you think that Florida State can have a similarly successful season like they did last year with Jordan Travis at quarterback, or whether you think that they are going to have a much worse season next year. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Like this video down below. Follow me on Twitter as well. Link is in the description, and I'll see you next time.